graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Shut the fuck up.
Kill yourself.
The fuck.
Please kill yourself.
The fuck.
You should really kill yourself.
The fuck.
Please kill yourself.
The fuck.
You should really poo-poo.
Hey everybody. Hey, we're having some a little difficulty, a little technical problems. We'll be up in a minute, but I got some coupons from Omaha Steaks. Huh? Yeah, y'all want to win some meat, don't you? Yeah, of course you do. That's all you care about. Prizes. Let's get something. Let's grab something. Throw me a fucking Kit Kat bar. You're just like every other American. All they want is something to eat and something to fuck, and they're happy. Do you have any idea what's going on in the world? Any idea? Nope. Just let me have my steak. You just sit there and flap your flippers every time you see the fish bucket, you fucking morons.
Can we get security? Security now, please.
Look at you, sitting on your asses, standing in line at the Apple store. You know they're gonna have the same product next week, but no, you gotta have it now. You gotta have it now. And by the way, leave your children alone, okay? Let them fucking fail. They're not gonna peak at 12. And stop taking pictures with your fucking iPhone. And bullshit. Don't touch me, guys. Don't touch me. And you know what I said? You were a great audience? I lied. You're a shitty audience. And Gwen, nobody gives a fuck about your birthday. Yeah, oh, what are you doing here? Learning about secrets of cinnamon? Go home. Read a goddamn book. Spend some time with your children.
Your podcast will fail.
It's just a coincidence that you were talking about the Jack and Triumph show and I'm here. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, guy who makes all those unlistenable podcasts over at smodcast.com, and you're listening to the Two Strangers, One Podcast. This is podcasting.
You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes or on the Stitcher app for Android devices. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net. Now, here's Chris Cologne and Paul Pasquillo.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Paul.
And Paul, it's dark and my battery's getting low.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand.
It's the Mars rover that they had sent like years ago, and it was supposed to be one of those things where it was only supposed to last for like 9 days or something to that effect, but it ended up like roving Mars for years on it. Mm-hmm. And so it was reporting back, and I guess it finally died, like after, years and years and years, way past the time they were expecting it to work. And so it would send transmissions back to Earth. And obviously some programmer put that in there. But the last transmission it sent to Earth was, I'm sorry, I think I switched the lines. The line is, my battery is getting low and it's getting dark, which is fucking, it's heart-wrenching when you think about it. It's a wonderful, explorer on another planet. My battery's getting low and it's getting dark. I don't know. It just touched my heart. My cynical, evil fucking heart. I felt bad for a fucking robot on fucking Mars. But that's how life.
Folks, I think Chris has lost his mind, so just bear with him, please.
Yeah, and this is going to be a relatively quick episode. I mean, because I know we usually, we've been cranking them out recently, like hour and a half and 2 hours and stuff like that. It's Friday night and I want to go out and do karaoke. So, but of course, my priority is a podcast. It's always a podcast, and I don't have to go. And plus,
that's right.
Karaoke goes to like 2:00 in the morning, but I want to go out and just fucking enjoy myself. And it's one of those deals where like, okay, yeah, I'm going out to the bar and I'll have a couple drinks. But it's like, look, I can't pay my bills, so I might as well spend like the $20 that I do have in my pocket on alcohol. I don't have the $150 for.
Well, I have a
my
lot
gas
of money
bill
now, so.
Yeah, no, well, you got your raise, and then I got my raise. And what happens the last week? And this was after we recorded the last episode. So I finally got my first like full-time paycheck, and literally the day after I get my paycheck, RG&E, the gas company here, puts a fucking notice on my door like, you better pay fucking, whatever, we're going to shut off your electricity. And what happens is I've been sending them little amounts over the course, and that's what's killing me is that I've been paying. That blows my mind that they would still send a notice about like a legit shut off. And it's because my fucking landlord has all the meters are in the basement, and my landlord fucking locks the basement. On occasion, the basement hasn't been locked. And there's really but what if there's a fire? What if there's, I don't know. I guess if there's a fire in the basement, we'll have to run anyway. But I also understand that, you can't just let people just stroll into the fucking basement.
Yeah.
In a the multi-family where I live, it's, there's 5 apartment where I live. So, someone up to no good. And the funny thing is, but the circuit breakers are down there. Like if I have, and this happens to me, this happens to me like in every apartment I've ever had. Like when you run, if you run the microwave and the toaster, like on the same plug, and then if the microwave ends right around the time the toaster pops, it always blows a circuit in my house. So I don't want to have to be fucking, if the circuits go off in my house, I have to fucking wait for my landlord to come from wherever he's at, and he's not, if my fucking circuit breaker went off tonight, he's not going to come at fucking, this time of night to come fucking flip the switch, but so with that, the gas company, they send you these estimated bills, and there's no fucking, of course they always fucking, it's never a normal amount. They always send you these estimated bills that if I had every light in the house on and I had 3 air conditioners and I just left the door to my fucking freezer open, I'd spend that kind of fucking money, but I don't. I'm cheap as fuck. I think here in the wintertime, I think I've turned on my heat this entire winter. I think I've turned on my heat like 4 times. And that's a good thing, is because the way my house is set up, of course, if you're by the windows, you do feel a draft. It's just because it's an old house, but in the middle of the house, or if it's comfortable. If you're by the windows, then you'll feel chilly. So you don't really have to have the air conditioner on. I walk around the house in fucking sweatpants. So, I don't, why the fuck do I need the heat on? You go to some people's houses, they got the heat cranked up you're sweating when you walk in. It's 30 degrees outside and it's 80 degrees in the house. And you're like, Jesus Christ, let's have a fucking nice medium. And some places they can't control it. It's either freezing or 85 degrees. So I understand, but, so as soon as I get my first nice paycheck, I'm like, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of that. Fucking, the gas company, we're going to shut off your electricity tomorrow if you don't fucking pay something. I was like, and what kills me is that I've been sending them little amounts just to kind of hey, I'm making an effort. And they're like, oh, fuck you.
Oh, wait. So they're sending Batman in? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Where's your pay bill? Where's the trigger?
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the
meter? Where's the meter?
Where's the meter?
So if you want to help me, people, and pay my gas electricity bill, please visit my eBay page. You can go on eBay and just search for
All right,
XL.
I'm starting you your Patreon page tonight, okay? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and we were going to do it last week, but look, as soon as we're done with this, I'm going to karaoke.
That's fine. I'll create it for you, and then you can have the password.
I'm fucking addicted to going karaoke. And you know what it is? It's, the bar's 2 blocks from my house, and the guys who own it and it's weird because I'm 41. I'll be 42 in a couple, and I'll talk about that later.
He's gonna be old.
But these guys, it's weird that these guys are younger than me. They're in their early 30s, and they bought a bar. And where I live, I live in not the greatest area, but if you go a couple blocks down, it turns into college. A lot of students live down there because it's people who own fucking little slummed out houses that they rent out to college kids, and and there's fucking 8 guys to a house and shit like that. So, they get a college crowd, and it's weird. It's so weird to go to when you go to karaoke night and kids are they're singing, what's the song? That song 1985, and Britney and Madonna way before Nirvana. And these kids, and the song, 1985, she's still preoccupied with 1985. And it's these fucking kids weren't even born in 1985. I got comic books older than these kids. I got video games older than these fucking kids. I'm 42. I'm the creepy old man in a fucking college bar. But, like I said, it's close to my house. The guys who own the place, I guess they like me or whatever, you know, they're cool enough with me where, you know, we hang out, we shoot the shit, and I've been going there enough where, like, you know, they kind of know my deal and stuff like that. So, I enjoy going. You know, I don't have $150 to fix my problem, so I'll spend the $20 I do have and get a couple drinks and enjoy myself. And listen to fucking spoiled college kids do karaoke badly.
What he means is watch all the hot girls sing.
Some sexy fucking... Hey, look, obviously if they're walking into the bar, they're 21 years old. You're old enough to cross the street. You're old enough to get hit, man. You know what I'm saying? There's grass on the field, play ball. It's totally legal and totally fun. Yeah.
So basically what's going to happen is
let's do some division. Let's see how many times 41 goes into 21.
He's gonna like, ladies and gentlemen, be like, he'll screw some like 16-year-old, not even know that she's a 16-year-old. It's fine.
Hey, I met her in the bar. If I screwed her, I'm gonna sue the bar because she shouldn't have been allowed in the bar. If she's 16, it looks like she's 21. But that being said, speaking of creepy guys overstepping their boundaries, a follow-up from the last, that's a wonderful segue right there. A follow-up from our last episode, where, you know, and the good thing I know that sounds weird. We got a nice little bump, I guess, talking about Vic Mignogna.
You're welcome.
And,
it's the power of the Tsunami Faithful that infuses the Two Strangers One podcast.
But, I mean, we've got a lot of good feedback.
A lot good.
A lot good. Yeah,
see, folks, he's already drunk, so, you know, we'll just have to forgive him right now.
We got a lot of good feedback. It's funny, like, for a lot of people, it's funny, you could tell, like, there was a couple tweets and stuff like that where people were kind of apprehensive when they, like, just because I called the episode, like, Bad Touch. And then, like, afterwards, you could tell they listened to the podcast, you know, and then, like, you know, they tweeted, like, an hour or two later, like, oh, you know, you guys gave it the fair shake. But, since then, when we did the last episode, it was still kind of like allegations and just speculating what was going on.
It just keeps going, and it's just getting really annoying. Mm-hmm. It's getting to the point where I just want to stab somebody, honestly. So, like, right after the podcast, Vic goes on Twitter and says, don't believe everything that you hear. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I just said that you were doing the right thing. Like, you were literally coming out and saying you were going to get help. Great. Just leave it at that. Don't say anything more. No, you got to come out and say that. And then, like, about a day or two ago, he comes out on Twitter again and says, oh yeah, somebody's collecting money for me on GoFundMe. It's not really me, but it's a friend, and I said it was okay, and yeah, I do have a lawyer, and I am going to be mounting an offense. And I'm like, you can't do that in private?
Yeah.
Like you can't do that in private. And Sketch disagrees with me on this, but I think the io9.com article that they did on Vic, and I understand that it gives both sides of the debate, but I think that doesn't do any good either. I just...
Yeah, well, the funny thing, because I think I linked to it on my Facebook page, and it's sort of like, but the artwork is a little... Like, okay, look, you know, if the guy has done everything he's accused of, and like, I'm not going to read the whole Monica Rial statement, but, you know, yeah. I'm kind of just skimming it, and a lot of the stuff that she says is what other people have accused him of, where he's been known to grab women by, like, he'll grab women by, like, a fistful of hair, pull their head back, and, you know, kiss their ears, kiss their necks, kiss their mouths, you know, and it's like all these accusers are kind of coming up with the same story. And the one with Monica Rial, she says this happened, what did she say? What happened in the mid 2000s when she was at a convention with him. And, but okay, so I mean, basically, I just wanted to bring up that from the last podcast when we were where it was still kind of speculating, Monica Rial, she did put out an official statement. It turned out, obviously she typed it up like in a Word program and just like broke it up into little pictures. It wasn't actual tweets. You know, and she's, you know, at the end she goes, I'm tired of the fighting. I'm tired of the threats. From here on out, I'm only posting positivity and light. Any threats or retaliation we met with an immediate block. I'm not wasting any more time on this matter. It's over. This has been incredibly difficult for everyone involved. Please be kind to one another. Now, that being said, the IO9 article, they had his picture, and once again, state the facts all you want, and the guy could be the biggest piece of shit on the planet, but they kind of drew all these like grabbing hands coming out from behind his body. So it's sort of like, it looks like, I mean, obviously it's a fake cartoony hands, but it's like, it's kind of fucked up. The guy's like voiceover artist, accused of all these things. Like you could have easily just posted a picture of him, to just put a picture of him with all these grabby hands, looking like Dr. Octopus. That's kind of, it's fucked. I mean, once again, and obviously, I don't think it's gonna mock him. I don't think it's fucking, slander or libel or whatever. But, it's a little in poor taste, If you just report what the fuck you're gonna report. And, especially the, IO9, and yeah, they kind of, they lean on the nerdy stuff, and they are a little bit liberal, but, that being said, just try to stick to the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
try not to, like on a podcast, yeah, we could fucking editorialize because it's a fucking podcast. That's what happens.
Right.
We're in no way, shape, or hell are we calling ourselves a news podcast. We're kind of telling this, what we've heard and what we've read and stuff like that. And then we editorialize. Yeah, doing a picture like that is kind of, it's a dick move on their part.
Thank you. Cause see that you're exactly saying what I wanted to say, Chris. Like this is, I kind of felt like, so what I've been told, this is what I've been told. This is the background information I've been told. Once this started happening, like this year, the beginning of this year, when the Dragon Ball Super Broly was coming out, apparently they were working on this story. And I understand that. I get what you're saying. But if you're seeing how it's affecting a community of fans, why then would you bring out an article? I get, like, Sketch argues that it's this, well, there's all these really bad articles out there about it, which is true, and they don't have any, substance to them or concrete or bring everything together. I'm like, yeah, I agree with that, but IO9 is doing the exact same thing. Even if they have some facts, a lot of that is still hearsay. You know what I mean? Like, there probably is some proof. And by the way, I do agree that something happened. Monica Rial is not the type of person to come out and say something unless something happened. And I've seen some other voice actors or voice actresses that have said something. I think it was about Vic. And, so there's definitely something happened. Do I think that every single story is true? Honestly, Chris, there's not going to be any truth to a lot of those stories because a lot of people just come out and say something, spread it across the internet like a goddamn jam, and then it just gets eaten up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, I believe Monica. I believe, some of the voice actresses that have come out and said something. But do I think that every single story is true? I don't know because it's hearsay, but I do support them coming out. And if something did happen, yeah, they should, be fighting for this. It's kind of hard on both sides. We were kind of talking about this last week. It's very hard on both sides. Here's a guy who has had pretty much has had a good career in voice acting. He was the lead in Full Metal Alchemist. He, did Broly, obviously, in all those movies, including the one that just came out. So, I mean, you kind of have to, and pretty much he goes to like a shitload of cons too. I should put that out there too. So, I mean, you gotta kind of sit there and go, and this is where I kind of agree with his fans, is it's like, well, then if this was going on in the background where there was this talk of, well, if this guy comes in to record, be careful of him. Mm-hmm. Why was he recording at all? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's one of those deals. I mean, like, if it's like, it's the same, like, the same way he had a reputation of being an asshole. Sort of like,
no, wait a minute. Now, see, that's the other side of this too, is when we were at RockCon, that was one thing that I heard from, and some of those guys, they do, Flower City Comic Con now, here in Rochester. They told me, like, yeah, Vic is an asshole. And I saw him being an asshole to some of the con staff. So that part, yes, I absolutely know that for a fact because I've seen him do that. And I don't agree with that at all. And I don't agree with him touching anybody anyways. Or whatever happened with these ladies. If all of these are true, then yeah, he definitely has a problem, and yeah, he should get help regardless.
Yeah, but I mean, just saying is that, like, if you're saying why is he still working? It's sort of like,
he's not.
No, but I'm saying, like, if his reputation preceded him before all this blew up. It's sort of like, if let's just say he goes into a studio and there's a male engineer and a male director there and stuff like that, they're not going to fucking make it. They're not going to make waves because he's not interrupting their lives,
And here's the other point that I understand that his fans will have as well. These voice actors and actresses go into the booth by themselves. They don't usually, when they record anime, they don't usually go in the booth with 2 or 3 more people. They just go in by themselves. The director and the person that's recording the session is there. That's it. So I'm not saying that, I'm not necessarily counting that out, but I'm also saying that there is some truth here. And regardless, he needs to get some help. I get there's 2 sides to this, and I get both sides. But here's the problem. When the Vic side is starting to attack people and attack these voice actors and actresses, that's going way too far. And again, I appreciate Vic for coming out and saying, do not attack people. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm really proud of Monica for her saying in her statement, like, I really don't want this guy I hope this guy gets help. He is a friend of mine. I hope that he gets the help that he needs, and I hope that he can come back a stronger person, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I think that was great of her to say.
Well,
and honestly, that it needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, and not in her statement, and this is definitely, I'm not doing the whole, like, blame the victim thing. Like, she said when she accused him of what he did, she was in his hotel room. And it's one of those deals where, when you're in a con and stuff like that, it's not like someone being in a hotel room, means something, frisky business is going to happen. People hang out, and there's some conventions, we've been to, I've been to near Comic Con where obviously everything takes place in the Jacob Javits Center and in the surrounding areas. Some places there's cons where the con takes place in the fucking hotel.
Yeah.
And the same people who are going to the con have rooms in the hotel. And
right.
it's not out of the realm of possibility that people are hanging out. Like, look, I don't want to sit in I got a headache. I'm tired. My feet are sore. Let's go hang out. But, let's go hang out in my room. So, what I'm just saying is like when she accused what she accused him of didn't happen in a professional environment. They were probably hanging out in a professional capacity, and then then as friends said, okay, let's just go fucking let's just go chill out or whatever in the room, and then he overstepped his boundaries. So and then like even at cons, which technically he is kind of working when he's at cons, he's representing a brand and he's representing himself and everything like that. And then like when we said last episode about like him jumping on the guy's shoulders, during a meeting in a room and stuff like that. He's overstepping his boundaries, but he's not doing, in a professional environment. I mean, he's working, in places where he's doing it, they're kind of like, it's professional, but it's obviously super duper relaxed. And it's, unfortunately he took advantage of, and
again, like, I'm not saying that something didn't happen here. Yes, something definitely happened here, and he definitely needs to get help, and I hope he does. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that I can see the other point of view of these other people that are out here. The problem is when they overstep their bounds and start threatening these voice actors and VAs, that's when I sit there and I go, all right, time out. Like, you need to stop. And honestly, like, again, you look at the situation, you look at IO9's story, you look at how Vic is coming out on Twitter, and you kind of just shake your head. You're just like, listen, like, let this die down. Let Vic, and this has been my point all along, is let Vic be a bigger person, go get the help that he needs to do, and then come back. And if he fucking does it again, beat the fuck out of him. Yeah. But here's the thing, like, you gotta let people change, because here's the problem that we always face, and this is the point that I've been trying to make through this whole debate, and all the debates that we've kind of had when it's sexual harassment or anything else. If somebody says something or does something inappropriate, if you don't allow them to get the help that they need, and we don't allow them to do that, we're just allowing this behavior to continue. And I honestly think that, especially in kind of a situation like this guy can come back stronger, and he'll look better to people in the long run if he does do this, if he does get the help that he needs, and if he comes back as a stronger person. And basically, when he goes to cons, he also, I think, would be a good thing for him to do, Chris, is kind of be like, I was in a situation where I realized that I was being too much. And I thought I was okay. I thought there wasn't anything wrong with what I was doing, but clearly I've kind of overstepped my bounds somehow here. And, you know, I've gone for help. I've learned from this experience, and I want I want everybody to know here that, you know, I've become a better person, and I want to prove that to everybody. If he can do those kinds of things, Chris, I will appreciate him, and I will think of him better than I do right now. But we have to allow these people to do that, because if we don't and we just accuse them and gang up on them, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, if he's making tweets about, you know, support my friend's Kickstarter that my friend started for me or whatever, you know, whatever Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever the fuck it is, you know, then he's not disappearing. You have to disappear.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, he needs to like
take Twitter off your fucking phone.
Exactly. Well, not necessarily take Twitter off your phone, but you should literally be like, okay, so like, for example, when people started attacking Monica and other voice actors and actresses, when he went on Twitter and said, "You need to stop this," that's fine. You can do that. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. And I agree that he did that, and I'm glad that he did that. But then a couple days later to come out and say, "Don't believe everything that you hear." Like, dude, you're not trying to heal. Like, that's what really pisses me off here is you're making yourself look even worse now.
Yeah, you give someone enough rope, they're going to hang themselves. So he needs to fucking...
You want to say that, look, you want to say that in private to people, that is completely fine, and that is up to you. But to sit there and go on Twitter and say that when the community is trying to heal from this, it's doing nobody good. And that's my point here is I think that we need to just stop talking about it, let it go away, let the community heal. And by the way, if it is true that there's other voice actors out there and maybe even actresses that have done stuff like this as well, I think they're on notice right now too, because they need to be like, okay, I need to stop my shit or this is going to happen to me. And you know what? I really hope that this is a learning experience for not only the industry, but the anime community as a whole. You know, we need to kind of stop this whole, I'm going to kill you because you hurt somebody that I love. And even though I don't know if anything's true, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with this. And I'm just, I'm glad that you agree with me, Chris, on this IO9 story, because I wasn't sure if you were going to be on board with me, but it really pissed me off when I saw that. I put it up on Twitter. I'm like, am I the only one that doesn't like the fact that they did this? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I support...
I mean, they got to strike while the iron's hot. You know what I'm saying? And
and that's what I said. Like, it feels like they're doing it for views.
Yeah, even we got a little bump because we were talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So, not that we were exploiting it or whatever, and not that we're exploiting it right now, but but it's sort of, it's. I understand what they did and why they did it. I just felt there should have been a little less editorializing, and
Yeah. And I think that's the point. The whole point that I was making about that side of it too is, I could go up there and do it. I could do an interview. I could do an interview with Monica, and I guarantee you she would talk to me about it, and she would probably do it in an audio video. I wouldn't go too far with it, but if I asked her, I bet you I could probably get her to come on. Am I going to do that? No. If she messaged me and said, hey, can I come on? Can I do an interview with you guys on Toonami Faithful about it? I would allow her to have that stage. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's not about the views on this kind of stuff. It's about healing. I feel like even in my experience now, you need to heal and make yourself stronger in order to be better for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that by just, oh, look, let me pour more gas on the fire. Like, Jesus
delete
Christ.
your fucking Twitter. No.
Oh my God. So let's just move on from this. This is just,
So for us moving on, just delete your Twitter. Let's talk about another fucking creep, R. Kelly. Let's talk about another guy who's fucking going way too. I mean, and look, of all the shit that fucking Vic was accused of, Vic wasn't, to the best of my knowledge, Vic wasn't fucking underage girls. But, R. Kelly, and this is one of those fucking things that I just do not understand, like, where there's smoke, there's fire, and what? Because the guy wrote a couple of good, and now mind you, in my opinion, he wrote one good song. He did I Believe I Can Fly, and that's it. I hate fucking, it's the freaking weekend, and it's all that horrible fucking, Trapped in the Closet, And R. Kelly has a bunch of ridiculous, stupid fucking songs. His last album's called Chocolate Factory, which, if you remember, Chocolate Factory was about a bunch of kids and the fucking guys where he works. R. Kelly, and I it still blows my mind how people just are oblivious to the fact that he married Aaliyah underaged when she was 15 or 16 or something like that. They went to some Caribbean island, and I mean, it might have been a vacation, but on that fucking island where they got married, and once again, I don't know what the legal ramifications are, if the United States recognizes that marriage from another country, but for all intents and purposes, they got married in another fucking country. Aaliyah, when she was fucking underaged, the piss tape. I mean, and of course, yeah, we sit and we make jokes and shit like that, but a 13-year-old girl had sex with a fucking, a wildly influential man. And, and once again, yes, we make jokes about it. Dave Chappelle had a whole fucking bit about it, but, and as being the father of a fucking, being a father of a fucking little girl, if I knew that, someone was exploiting my fucking daughter and, and having sex or whatever, and I don't want to speak on whatever this girl's house life is, because what kind of parents are allowing their 13-year-old to hang out with a grown fucking man unsupervised for hours on end? And of course, a 13-year-old girl could also lie. I mean, it'd be very easily, she could have told her parents, that she's doing something else or whatever. But, I haven't seen the special there. There was a recent special. Was it VH1 or Showtime or one of those things where, all this stuff is coming to light now, but, a TV series is coming, but like all these women, you can't tell me all of these were individual cases where some girl was lying to her fucking parents. I'm pretty sure there were parents who didn't give a fuck. There were parents who probably saw this as a payday, and I hate to say it, but the same shit happened with Michael Jackson, where a bunch of parents turned a fucking blind eye. Oh no, I want to sleep with these kids because, I didn't have a childhood and I'm trying to relive my childhood by having these little kids around. And it's like, dude.
You do a really good Michael voice, by the way.
Stop being so ignorant. And, so I haven't seen it, but there's like a Netflix documentary called like, In Plain Sight or whatever, where like this guy was fucking this, like he kidnapped the child, but he convinced this couple that had a kid if he could sleep in the same room as a kid, because he himself was molested as a child, and convinced the fucking family to like let him sleep in the fucking same room as a child, and is not, and I'm just saying, it's this weird fucking twist of shit, but don't get me wrong, parents are lied to, parents are manipulated. Some parents are fucking greedy assholes who turn a blind eye, or just apathetic, who don't give a fuck about their own children.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking shame we live in a world where people could ignore their child's lives so much, where a 13-year-old girl is having sex with a, 30-year-old man.
Can I just say this though? But I think it's a lot simpler than this, Chris. I think what ends up happening is, and I think you'll agree with me on this, is you get these parents and they're like, oh, R. Kelly, we met R. Kelly, he met our daughter. Hey, he wants to hang out with our daughter. And, these parents are shitty parents. That's usually what happens. They're pretty shitty parents.
Maybe they thought he's going to turn their daughter into the next Aaliyah.
I'm making this even more simpler. This is how simple it is. He literally sits there and goes, here's some money. And they see that money and they go, ka-ching, here, take our girl.
Yeah.
That's as simple as it is. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that kills me. Some of these people that have accused R. Kelly of doing stuff, and I'm not talking about the victims, I'm talking more about like the parents saying, oh yeah, he did stuff to my daughter or whatever. Why do I get the feeling that you let him do that to your daughter? And then when you realized, oh my God, this is hurting my kid finally, and became an actual parent, you decided to go against it. Like, listen, I'm not the best parent in the world. Mm-hmm. You're not the best parent in the world, Chris. Nobody's the best parent in the world. Go on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I would never sit there and be like, oh yeah, take my 13-year-old son and go rape him. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, you wouldn't do that with Raven. You wouldn't be sitting there and be like, somebody offered you $1 million. You'd be like, fuck you. Oh, by the way, I'm about to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Like, or stab you, whatever you have it, whatever you want to use. I don't know, but you get my drift, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like, oh, you know, and it's, you know, I'm pretty sure he fucking gives the parents gifts.
Oh,
and,
of course.
and helps them out. Oh, you know, I could use a couple bucks. You know, I need to pay my rent or whatever. You know, and oh yeah, here's a couple dollars. You know, I got you. Don't worry about it. Oh, you want to go hang out with them? Okay, go right ahead, honey. Go you know.
As far as like the whole Michael Jackson thing goes, I think, and I'm not saying that again. This is one of those things where it's like it's not everybody that did this, but you think about it and you go, you had a lot of victims that said he did something, but nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then you do have maybe one or two over here that it actually happened to. So now, because of all these other victims that were proven, oh, you tried to, take money from Michael, now you can't believe the other two. You see what I'm saying? So I think, the problem here is a lot of people encouraged a lot of this stuff going on, and it's really sick. Some of these other people, like, I think what was this? His manager got charged with something, I think it was, or I don't know, somebody in his crew there got charged because for something the other, like maybe a couple weeks ago. You'd have to look it up. But, he, it's like you need to start charging these other people too. It's like that whole, I'm reminded of, and this is different, but it connects in the same way. Remember that child that got shot in Chicago when he was in the park and he was pointing a toy gun that looked real at people?
Yeah.
Remember that? And then the cops rolled up on him and the kid pointed the gun at them and obviously they shot at him. Again, you don't know that situation, but the 911 dispatcher who got the information didn't relay that information. Like, the guy literally said to her on the tape, I think it's a toy gun.
Mm-hmm.
And literally she doesn't even tell these cops in the recording that this kid might have a toy gun. So, proceed with caution, but he probably just has a gun. You could have tased the kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though, like, that still might have been too much, quote unquote, at least then the kid would still be alive. You know what I'm saying? So it relates in the same way as if somebody else is allowing a behavior to go on, why is that person not being charged? That 911 dispatcher should have been charged with manslaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Because she allowed this kid to get shot. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So if his managers, his security guards, and everybody around him knew what was going on, these people also need to be charged with rape or whatever the crime is when they're assisting in that kind of process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, like, it's just not R. Kelly. It's the whole situation. We need to start bringing light to the situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
bottom line. No, sorry.
Exactly.
So. But it's just, it's sad that we live in a fucking society where, because the guy has written a couple of fucking songs, and once again, I'm obviously not a fan of his. I never was a fan of his. The people turn a fucking blind eye to fucking giant fucking plumes of smoke coming out, where there's smoke, there's fire, and everyone just kind of fucking turns a blind eye. Oh yeah, but he's a good singer. Oh, look at
the whole Chris. Yeah. Look at the whole Chris Brown situation. Like, there's been several times where, actually that has been several times because every one of them's been disproven, except the Rihanna one. What kills me about that situation was, here's what happened. She was kicking his ass and he pretty much exploded and beat her, was basically what was going on. They were pretty much having physical fights with each other, is what was told in the tabloids. So here's the question. Why aren't both of them being charged? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's again, like, we have to look at these situations and we have to go, we need to charge everybody. And by the way, don't sit there and say to me that the manager didn't know. Don't say to me that the security guards around him didn't know. They knew, they let the behavior go on, and they didn't say anything to anybody. So they're an accessory, charge their motherfucking ass. And that's it. And charge the parents too. Fuck them. Endangering the welfare of a child. Get them in the fucking jail cell. Yeah. That's one thing that bothers me about all these situations. If something happens, get these people in jail. Fuck them. Yeah. I hate it. I hate this fucking shit. Just get everybody thrown in jail. and then people will learn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these girls' parents were probably, you know, obviously girls who hang out around R. Kelly, they probably want to be singers and stuff like that. And he probably told the parents, like, you know, oh, I'll be her producer. I'll be, you know, I'm going to find her management. I'm going to, you know, promising the parents, but also, like, don't let your daughter disappear with a 30-year-old man for fucking hours on end, you know, and from what I understand, you know, this whole thing, like, he had sex cults. He had fucking places. He had fucking apartments filled with women that couldn't leave and were fucking, I think they were branded or whatever. Like, once again, don't quote me on that, you know, but he had women basically fucking brainwashed into fucking staying in his house. And it's just, you know, why did it take so fucking long? You know,
right.
You know, and you know, and this is totally unrelated, but, here in Syracuse, here in Rochester, about an hour away from us in Syracuse, there was a fatal car crash by, like, the coach of the Syracuse Orangemen. Yeah, yep. the college basketball team.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know if he was distracted. I don't know what's going on. But I guarantee you that guy's gonna fucking walk because he's a powerful man in Syracuse. Look what happened with in Penn State. You know, where everybody turned a blind eye. That guy was fucking, you know, boys and shit like that, you know. So, you know, when people have power, it's like the rest of the world fucking closes their eyes and, like, don't give a fuck. You can get away with murder. That's one of the perks of being famous is you can fucking commit crimes and no one's gonna fucking stop you.
Well, you know, for me, like, that situation is completely, well, and we can also talk about a different situation too. But that situation, you know, we don't have all the information yet, because before, so the circumstances of the accident before even you know, the coach hit this guy, there was an accident, and the serious accident. I think what ended up happening, Chris, is that was the night where we've been having these fucking nights here in New York State where it's like on the cusp of 32, 33 degrees, and if there's no salt on the ground, the fucking whole road is icy, and you go flying. I think that's probably what happened here. And it also was on a dark portion of the road. So I think there's going to be more information about that, because I don't think he would have gotten away with it if it was clear cut. I think the guy got out, and, you know, Jim Boeheim he slammed on the brakes, tried to avoid the guy, and he hit him. You know, what are you going to do? Like, that shit happens all the time, Chris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's
just, you know, he's like, I'm just saying is that if it was Joe Blow fucking construction worker that, you know, accidentally killed someone because they hit snow, you know, they're going to get a fucking charge. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this guy's going to fucking stroll. This guy's going to walk right the fuck out of the courtroom.
And we'll see what happens, you know? Like, again, we'll find out what happens.
You know, my whole point being is this fucking, if you got a little fame and you got a little
right. No, I
power,
know
fucking, you can commit all the fucking crimes you want.
One other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, and I know you want to get to your karaoke, so I'm going to try to make this quick. There's, you know, those kids that had the Trump hats?
Yeah.
And, they had like a face off with an Indian.
Yeah.
And then it came out that it wasn't as clear cut as what it was. It was the parents, like, egging these kids on, and, you know, it actually, the Indian guy was a little bit more aggressive, but he wasn't being like whatever. The kid's suing, like, the Washington Post for like $25 million. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because, first of all, I don't think the kid should get any money from it, but this is something that we need to start, I think people need to start doing with these media companies, because I do think that they take it too far and they don't show both sides. And I think this is going to be an interesting process to see if it goes forward. I have to look it up and see if it actually even went across if it even, like, went through the initial hearing yet. But, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we should be kind of like, we need to start holding the media accountable in certain ways, like, especially if they're not seeing both sides of a story. I remember a guy here in Rochester. Ironically, he comes in the movie theater all the time, and I always want to say something to him, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna disturb him about this. But there's this black guy. He lives in Greece. Can't remember what his name is off the top of my head. These kids were going around the neighborhood, and they were going through people's cars, stealing stuff, whatnot. So, he saw these kids get out, and, he had enough. He went outside, he had a gun, and he said, he basically told the kid, if you come any farther, I'm going to shoot you. And the kid charged at him, and he shot him. And he ended up killing the kid. Well, the guy went through like a whole fucking court case. And at the end of it, he was found not guilty because, he's just defending himself. But, the media made it out like he was this monster, like he was going to be guilty and everything else. And, it just goes to show you that, and I'm not one of those Republicans that sits there and goes, the media goes too far, blah, 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 blah. But in certain situations, we need to start holding people accountable too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
and I think, go ahead.
I mean, also just keep in mind, like the Washington Post that's a very anti-Trump fucking newspaper. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the parents targeting that particular organization is a little opportune. I don't think the newspaper did anything. And plus, also, like, you could sue anybody for anything. I was, back, I got my first car in 1995. And in February of 96, a couple months after I had a car, I was rear-ended on the highway, and my passenger, nothing happened to either one of us. My passenger went home, and she told her mom, and her mom, who was a pill-popping fucking piece of shit junkie, decided to sue me. And when I got the fucking paperwork, and found out I was being sued for $5 million, it blew. And that was before I knew. Like you could ask for anything, or, and obviously what courts do is they shoot for the maximum, the absolute maximum that the court will allow, and then anything less than $5 million sounds fantastic and wonderful. And because nothing happened in the accident, I say it was an accident, but it wasn't an accident. A car bumped us from behind. It was an incident. It wasn't an accident. I didn't get the guy's information because nothing happened. She went and they sued me. I didn't have to go to court, but I went to fucking like 2 or 3 depositions. And from what I heard through the grapevine, because obviously her and I weren't friends anymore if she's fucking suing me, I heard that, they got like 14 grand out of it. For something that didn't happen. Of course, my fucking car insurance rates shot through the fucking roof, but it's like, you can sue anybody for fucking anything. And, when you compare $14,000 to fucking $5 million, $14,000 sounds fucking fantastic. And trust me, I ended up paying that in the long run because of fucking, my insurance rate shot through the fucking roof, and so, those parents are suing, but there's an obvious fucking, there's an obvious a slant on exactly who they're, a million fucking media outlets covered that fucking story. Why are they just choosing, the Washington Post, which is an anti-Trump newspaper? I think with that, we'll be back with more Dick and Fart.
Sounds good to me.
This episode of Two Strangers, One Podcast is brought to you by Comics Etc., 1115 East Main and North Goodman at the Hungerford Building, door number 8. Find out more information at comicsetc.biz or like them on Facebook at facebook.com/comicsetc1.
Did you ever see a film at such a young age it left you traumatized with cinematic wounds? Necrophilia. It's a dead issue, man. Don't push it. Cinema Psyops is a weekly podcast documenting an ongoing experiment on the mind of an unwilling test subject.
No one should have to watch this movie.
Oh, no one should have to watch this?
No one should have to watch this movie.
Surprisingly, it's not a topic that a lot of people really want to tackle.
I'm shocked, prudes.
I know, really.
Right?
It's the next sexual frontier that no one wants to explore.
I am, in the most sincerest of senses, disappointed in you.
It takes a powerful goddess like Connie, jam her arm down the monster's throat and kill it. Oh, I'm still tripping out over that. Even as a kid, I was like, I gotta find a girl like that. Every week, I get a new look of disappointment that I never thought I could get out of her.
Unimaginable. At 12 years old, you should not be watching this movie.
Obviously.
At 13, you should not be. 14, you shouldn't be. I'm not entirely sure even 17-year-olds should be watching this movie.
Just because you're offended by something doesn't mean that you have the right to demand that it doesn't exist. watching this film again, I had all of this like little nerd glee with everything that kept
little
popping up.
history all popping up
absolutely.
at you.
So I totally loved this film.
Hey, I know why you couldn't see that. It's because your brain's warped from watching this shit at 12 years old.
Yeah, this is a rough movie. I told you ahead of time when we were getting ready to do it that it was.
How
gonna be
did
a
you
rough
watch
one.
this shit at 12?
Because physical wounds heal, cinematic ones don't. Listen to Cinema Psyops.
And we're back. All right. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of nerdy news, but we still have I kind of have other kind of stories I wanted to talk about. We got Bernie running for president. We're gonna build a wall.
Fuck that guy.
What do you got against Bernie? How do you guys feel into Burn?
So, oh yeah, I feel the burn. All right. Again, I'm not a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like some of the social programs he wants to do. I don't want to have to pay for other people's shit. That's just plain.
I don't have
simple.
to pay for a fucking wall.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, and then like, and then I see, and it's so weird, like. Then like, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez isn't fucking supporting him. And it was, there's this big article, like, she's not supporting him. Then I read the article, and they basically said, we don't want to comment about any fucking presidential candidate because it's way too fucking early. But, I mean, if they were to run together, which I know is not going to happen, but if they were to run together, they'd have my vote.
Yeah, you'd give him your vote because of her, you fucking misogynist.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
He's an old man. He'll make it to office. He'll get a couple of programs approved. He'll croak, and then she'll be our fucking president.
Oh my God. She did. They did I think it was part of the Green Deal. They were talking together that one day. And it makes me laugh because it's like, if that were true, then okay, why would she be enlisting his help if she didn't like him? So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, this whole thing is it's not that she doesn't like him. They painted, unfortunately I fell for the clickbait because it was sort of like, she does not support Bernie Sanders presidential run.
Yeah.
And so I saw that like the fucking name of the article. I was like, holy shit, let me go look at it and read. And then, in the article, they kind of just say, they don't want to comment because it's way too early. And it's like, how the fuck, that's what I hate about these clickbaity fucking article names and shit like that. Oh, she doesn't support him. Which I guess technically yes, in some weird semantical way, yes, she doesn't support him. But, she's just because it's way too early to fucking choose a candidate. And everyone and their mother is fucking announcing they're going to run for president right now. We have 20, 30 people. But that happens every election. There's always a bunch of people.
No. It does not happen every election. Last election, there was only like 5 or 6 people that ran for the Democratic ticket. This time there's what is it? It's at least 10, probably closer to 15 or 20.
Yeah, but
that's way too much.
People are gonna fall out. People are gonna right now.
Way too much.
They're testing the waters. They're trying to see how the donations are coming in, and this shit. Then they're gonna realize that it's a fucking pipe dream because they're a fucking unknown or whatever the case may be. Then
way too much.
Fucking the survival of the fittest. Unfortunately, the last time fucking Hillary fucking pulled the rug out from Bernie. Let's just fucking be real about that. And that's why she ended up being the Democratic nominee and not him. But it's sort of hopefully we'll learn from our mistakes and come out strong. I mean, obviously, I'm like super Bernie. I don't have a fucking bumper sticker across my forehead. But I like him.
Chris is very Bernie, if you get my drift.
But okay, so
keeps touching those 21-year-olds at the bar. I'm sorry, the 16-year-olds.
I'm the dirty old man. 21-year-olds. Goddammit, or at least 18.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to that bar with you one day and just record the shit and just see
Look, I'm not.
Hey, my name's Chris, and I just really like you. So why don't we go back to my apartment?
I may be immoral, but I'm not a criminal.
And you're gonna talk about that too.
What I do is immoral, not illegal. On many things. But that being said, speaking of presidential, mistakes, fucking Trump is still declaring a fucking state of emergency. Still wants to build a stupid fucking wall. And I think now this is for him to save face, because since that was such a big part of his campaign that they're going to build a wall. I think, and this is going to sound weird, I think even he knows that they're not going to build a wall. But he has to save face, and he has to declare a national emergency because even he said in his own press conference, it's going to go to court and they're going to fight it and there's going to be appeals. When he's talking about that kind of cadence, because even he knows that things are going to be tied up in so much fucking red tape and everything right now that 2 years are going to fly by. Before the next election, 2 years are going to fly by. Between now and so he made his campaign promise, build a wall or whatever. But it's one of those, but still, he's going to waste just to save face, just to show that he's fucking, loyal to his campaign promises. He's going to tie up the fucking country on red tape over this stupid fucking wall, declaring a fucking emergency when there's still no fucking drinking water in Flint. People in Puerto Rico still don't fucking have electricity. Recently we had fucking wildfires tearing through fucking California, but this is the fucking emergency, and I made a post about this the other day, and I even put the link to the article that was talking about it. It was saying 27 to 40% of undocumented immigrants who come to this country come in through the visa system. They get their visas and they do everything nice and legit. But then when they get here, they don't want to fucking go home. They say, the visa's up, and they're like, all right, well, fuck you, I'm here. What are you going to do? And quite frankly, you can eke out an existence as long as you don't fucking get arrested, as long as you don't fucking blatantly, and of course, it's not like you could travel back and forth. If you come to this country, and I'm just going to use Mexico as an example because that seems to be the big fucking one. If you come in from Mexico, it's not like, hey, you could go back and visit your family and then come back because your visa expired and, when you left, they're not going to let you back in until you do the proper paperwork. But you can eke out an existence on this fucking planet by, not necessarily being in the system. And, you came in here legally. You took a fucking plane. You fucking took, you took your United Airlines flight, and it came to this country nice and legal. And you said there's 40. That's almost half the fucking people coming to this country, And there's people, and like you've said before, people coming through the Canadian border, and the wall is going to stop small timers. The wall is going to stop a few fucking coyotes from bringing people over in vans and shit like that. That's all the wall's going to stop. And for the fucking at minimum $5 billion being spent, it's a fucking waste of money. And like I said, like you said earlier, you don't want to waste your money letting poor people go to college, or you don't want to waste your money letting poor people have fucking health care, then, it's a real fucking waste of money if we have fucking, we're building a fucking wall that doesn't have to fucking be there. And under the guise of a national emergency, when there's real fucking national emergencies going on, and, so at least, and it's funny, I was watching this, on Netflix, this documentary called The 2000s, and it's like I want to say CNN produced it or whatever, but it was sort of like, at least, thank God Donald Trump isn't doing like what George W. Bush did. At least we're not fucking going overseas and fucking with other countries. Because that seemed to be what George Bush's thing was. Let's go fuck with other countries so we can forget about our problems here. Thank God Donald Trump had not decided to go that route and go to other, invading other countries for no fucking reason. Attacking Saddam Hussein had nothing to fucking do with Al-Qaeda. Besides the fact that, Al-Qaeda was in Iraq, but not because Saddam Hussein let them be in Iraq. He didn't give a fuck. But that's a whole other, okay. Let's talk about this fucking brain surgeon, the actor from the show Empire, who pretended that he was attacked by guys wearing MAGA hats, pouring bleach on him. And, look, we live in a world where there are real racial attacks going on every day. There are people, to a much lesser extent, even like, those fucking kids, Catholic school kids with the Native American guy. There are racists today that are emboldened by a fucking racist in the White House that are making lives hard for fucking minorities. Real shit's going on. And then this fucking dummy, from what I understand, he did it because he had got word that they're gonna fire him on Empire. And and how fucking bad of an actor do you have to be for them to fire you off fucking Empire? And
True.
So he had made up this whole fucking story, saying that he was attacked and in Chicago, but then they looked at the tapes, and then they spoke to the one or two guys that actually were like seen walking down the alley. They interviewed those guys, and those guys like, and imagine being those fucking guys. Imagine, and luckily, like, to the best of my knowledge, they never released those guys' names or faces or, but imagine Paul one day, someone pretended to be attacked, saying MAGA, and you were the person walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? And everyone, all of a sudden, people are thinking you're wearing a fucking, a MAGA hat and attacking a black guy. Thank God they didn't release those guys' names or anything like that. But this guy's a fucking idiot in a world where there's real fucking shit going on. For him to fucking, and that's the whole thing and now the people that love Donald Trump are going to use this. This is going to be they're going to point to, oh look, remember that guy? He said, he said that he was attacked and that was a fabrication. It was a lie. And so now when real shit happens and when fucking synagogues get burnt down and fucking mosques get burnt down and black churches get shot up by by some fucking what they caught a guy from the Coast Guard recently with a bunch of guns.
Mm-hmm.
That was planning to kill people, and he was fucking. He's like a Trump supporter and stuff like that. That's a guy who's getting ready for a real fucking attack, and so we don't need fake attacks. For this actor, look, you were gonna get fired. Go get fired. Don't make up false accusations for shit. When we live in a world where shit like that is really happening. Where people are getting fucking assaulted, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not to the extent maybe not getting thrown bleach on and stuff like that, but, the kid that shot up the fucking, the school, the black church in the South, is because he was a fucking Trump supporter. The other day, at the Trump rally where the guy attacked the fucking cameraman, and 2 seconds earlier, and I watched that speech because I wanted to see what the hell was going on, because Trump was talking about minorities at that time. But what he was saying was that minorities had, the lowest unemployment rate, since, whatever. So I said, I only caught that end a bit when they were tackling the guy. And it turns out that 2 minutes earlier, Donald Trump was talking about, fake news and all this other shit. And this guy is so fucking brainwashed by Donald Trump that he's attacking a cameraman totally unprovoked. Because Donald Trump is fanning the flames of these fucking morons, saying, oh, fake media. And it's hard enough if you're the CNN camera operator in the middle of a fucking Trump rally that this asshole jumps through and fucking attacks the cameraman for no fucking reason.
It was a BBC person.
Was it a BBC?
Yeah.
But they were they might have been they were standing by CNN cameras or something. CNN,
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, 2 minutes earlier, Donald Trump's talking about fake media, fake news, that these people, he's stirring these people into a fucking frenzy, that a guy just decides to attack a fucking cameraman, and the cameraman wasn't doing anything. It wasn't like the cameraman was trying to film something, and if there was something going on and the cameraman was being aggressive, the cameraman's standing there, and the guy just fucking attacks him. So,
right.
It's a dangerous fucking climate we live in where real shit is happening, and this fucking dummy from the Empire show wants to make something up just to save his fucking reputation. And it's disrespectful, and I'm glad that he got arrested. As left-leaning as I am, I was a correctional officer for 10 years. I support the police. I support our troops, and for you to waste the resources of detectives and cops who could be out there fucking handling real fucking crimes, I'm glad he got arrested, because it's a fucking shame, for him, for accusations to be made like that, especially in this. Okay, what else? We were talking about wrestling before we started recording. It's so weird that, I have friends that are into wrestling. I don't give a shit. We were talking about that girl Bailey. I think Bailey's cute. She's a little goofy looking, but she's cute. God. Sasha Banks, I'd push.
You just want to have a threesome. I know what you got.
I'd push an old lady into traffic for Sasha Banks.
God.
But it's weird. I haven't watched wrestling in fucking. Now we're slowly going to transverse into the nerdy news. But it's sort of like, look, you're into anime, and through the and what the fuck is that?
Sorry.
Through the podcast. I've interviewed people that are super duper famous in the fucking anime community, and I could give two shits. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird how certain things mean something to people, and obviously my friends, people that are friends with, they like comic book movies, they like heavy metal, they like but anime, I could give two shits about anime. Wrestling, I could give two shits about wrestling. Horror movies, I could give two shits about horror movies. It's so weird, the thing. But then it's weird because it's sort of I'm passionate about my things. I'm passionate about comics. But it's sort of but there's people who are passionate about football. And people, I could give two shits about football. You know, but it's weird how, like, at least I accept people who like anime and wrestling and horror movies. But I fucking can't stand football. I can't stand baseball. I can't stand basketball. You know, I don't know. I don't know what my point was in that whole thing, but it was just sort of like, it's funny how
just you bitching about everything.
Yeah, it's so funny that, like, you know, I accept what people like to an extent. You know, and it's so weird.
He's not accepting anything.
I used to love wrestling. I don't know why I don't fucking, you know. You know what it is?
'Cause you're an asshole.
You know what it is? I think it's also just the fact that, you know, you can't watch wrestling on, like, regular fucking. It used to be back in the day. I mean, you know, at least with basic cable, you could watch Raw, and then on Thursdays you watch SmackDown. You know, you watch Raw on Mondays, the Smack, or even Friday. You know, and even when, like, for a little while they went to Spike TV, and then they went to Sci-Fi for a little while, and you know, I don't want to have to fucking get an app just to watch your show. You know, for something that's been there forever, wrestling's been there forever, then all of a sudden you're going to put it on the app. I lost, and, you know, and once again, I lost interest right around the time, like, they brought in Daniel Bryan.
Pulling for WWE now,
Jesus
and
Christ.
are you ready?
See, that's when I was into wrestling. During the DX years, you know, the ECW, when they bought ECW and WCW and all those. Like I said, I stopped watching wrestling in about 2005 or so. I can't remember, you know. Once again they started, and it's like every, you know, they keep bringing in the same fucking 5 guys headlining every night. You know, and like even what we were talking about before the show, you know, Roman Reigns is coming back, not as a wrestler because he has, you know, health problems and stuff like that, but, you know, he's going to come and perform, and he's going to come and talk. And what? I guarantee he'll probably come up and talk like the last, like, 4 minutes of the show before it goes to fucking credits. And, you know, but, I mean, does it make people happy? But it's like, I don't give a shit about Roman Reigns, you know, so, you know, I don't want it to be, I'm glad he's healthy enough that he can make an appearance, but, you know, once again, I think a lot of reasons people didn't like him is because they kept pushing him every night. The WWE, they push, you know, I was never a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's people who love Stone Cold Steve Austin, but it's sort of like you see him every fucking night. When you see Triple H every fucking night, you know, when you see The Rock every fucking night, it gets a little fucking, you know, as much as I love The Rock, even The Rock got fucking a little annoying after a while, because WWE, every night he's fucking headlining. And one week it's, you know, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold. Then next week it's Stone Cold versus Undertaker. Then it's The Rock versus Undertaker. Then it's Undertaker versus Stone Cold. Then, you know, and it's like the same 3 fucking guys over and over and over again. You know, and then The Rock versus Triple H, and Triple H versus The Rock, and The Rock versus Undertaker, The Undertaker versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was fucking annoying.
Is it annoying?
Yes, it's very, very annoying. What are you doing? Are you jerking off or something?
No, I'm not doing anything.
You're like a thump.
Oh, it's my cord here.
Oh, you playing with yourself while we're podcasting? You like listening to my voice?
No, I don't like you that much.
Cranking one out? When I say you should be fapping, I mean that hypothetically. I mean that figuratively. No. So it turns out, okay, so moving on. Speaking of comic book movies, the things that I love, the early reviews for Captain Marvel have come back, and a lot of enjoying it. I mean, you know, it would be really fucked up if, like, now they decide to start making shitty. But, you know, it's going to be weird, like, 20, 30 years from now, we're like, man, remember those, like, even if, like, Marvel stopped making movies now, or whatever, you know, you can say, man, those first fucking 10 years, man. Those first 10 years are fucking awesome. You know, eventually, they're going to eventually start making shitty movies. And I know some people aren't into them as much as I am, and whatever. I'm obviously excited to see Captain Marvel. You know, I'm not a fan of the comic, you know, I never was, but, you know, I wasn't a fan of fucking Guardians of the Galaxy as a comic either. I love them. So I'm glad the reviews are coming back positive. Unfortunately, there are these trolls, and there's guys making 15 fucking fake accounts so they can go to websites and say that it sucks, and, you know, and look at, I understand, like, being upset over the fucking Ghostbusters female cast. I understand, you know, all the fucking inconsistencies of The Last Jedi, and feeling very fucking SJW about the whole thing. And, you know, and even to a much lesser extent, like, you know, when they did introduce the Rey character, you know, this is Star Wars, you know, every movie has like a Skywalker in it. And I guess, yeah, okay, technically, Kylo Ren's a Skywalker, but, you know, they have all these movies, you know, you have all these movies with Luke, and then when you get to, The Force Awakens, Luke is in the movie for fucking 30 seconds. And I understand, they're the being upset by them shoving this new character down your throat that when people said they were doing a new Star Wars movie, they're like, okay, we're going to see Luke Skywalker. And hopefully, no one was expecting, we're only going to see him for fucking 30 seconds. I understand the frustration. I understand the anger of being a fan and them kind of changing things on you because it's sort of like, I signed up for this and you're giving me that. I signed up, I walked into Burger King, don't sell me fucking pizza. Don't give me pizza and then call me an asshole because I didn't want burgers. I walked into a fucking Burger King. I've been shopping at Burger King for 30 years. Don't change it one day in pizza and then call me the asshole for selling me pizza. Saying because I don't like pizza. If I want pizza, I'll go to fucking Pizza Hut. That being said, I think people are shitting on Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel hasn't even fucking come out yet. It hasn't even, it's, in these movies where one movie we have a guy that shrinks to the size of an ant, the other movie we have a guy that's a fucking, a cosmic wizard, and we have another movie where a walking tree and a talking raccoon, be a little fucking open-minded because a woman's a fucking main character. I just find it weird that why are people hating on the Captain Marvel movie already? Just because and trust me, I'm a fucking misogynistic asshole, fucking neck-bearded, trolling, neck-beard incel asshole. And even I will say, look, relax, give the fucking movie a shot before you fucking tear it down. Look, yes, Ghostbusters, the 2016 Ghostbusters sucked ass, but we gave it a shot and it sucked ass. So, I hated The Force Awakens, and, besides it being SJW bullshit, it was a bad fucking movie. So, give it a chance. Go see it, and if it's bad, then destroy it online. But, don't make fake accounts to say that. It's even, like I said, I hate SJWs, but then the people who hate SJWs go take it a little too fucking far, and, I understand not being political, not having to worry about being politically correct, but, cursing for cursing's sake isn't, that isn't the solution.
Nope.
All right. Also on Netflix, Umbrella Academy. I binged the whole thing in probably like 3 days. Very decent. I'm surprised. The guy who wrote, or the original person who wrote Umbrella Academy was Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. And it's like, not growing up, it was past my time. But, when emo was a big thing 10 years ago, 15 years ago, My Chemical Romance was like the leading edge. This is the face of fucking emo music, which I fucking hated, and I thought it was fucking stupid and annoying and whiny and beta male bullshit. And then he fucking goes and has to write a good fucking comic. And now I have to swallow my own shit and say, God damn it, I don't like you as a musician, but I like you as a fucking writer. Umbrella Academy was pretty good. Kudos to fucking Netflix for pulling it off, because like in the show there's a walking, talking, I guess they talk around. There's a walking and talking like monkey, but like a monkey that's like imagine a person just with a monkey. It's not a monkey that's like swinging off trees and shit. It's a monkey in a suit with like a British accent. And they pull it off. The fucking animation's fucking wonderful. It makes, they have it designed with characterizations of faces and emotions, and it comes through, and it's a fucking monkey. It's got, what's her face that played Juno, and, she was in X-Men movies, and then she was in that movie Super. The girl that played Juno, I forgot her name. And it's a world where, and I'm not spoiling too much. They leave the season. This is definitely, they're definitely planning to have a season 2. Cause to the best of my knowledge, they never explained. There was one day where all these women got instantly pregnant, and from being normal, like just handling their business, to popping out a kid half an hour later. And so this like crazy billionaire guy goes and he adopts all the kids. Like he and once again we talk about people who could pay off parents and shit like that. He takes all these kids that were born in one day, and he sets up what's basically like Xavier's Academy for Gifted Children. It's basically the X-Men, with these characters, and like, one kid can see dead people, one guy, he could, he could throw knives, like, he could throw a fucking knife around the corner and hit exactly what he meant to hit. There's a girl who has a power where like, and this is like, I always said, if I wanted a superpower, it would be this, where you could, if you talk to somebody, and you could convince them to do anything. You could be an influencer. Like if I told you, hey, Paul, kill yourself, you'd just go and walk in front of a fucking bus. Hey, Paul, kill yourself. No.
No.
Oh shit, sorry. The long story short, it's a good series if you're into the comic movies and stuff like that. Which then again, if you're listening to this fucking show, you probably are. It's definitely worth a watch. Once again, I have to eat my fucking foot. Gerard Way, which I'm not a fan of My Chemical Romance. At least he writes comic books good enough that they made a good adaptation. Excuse me. And then one of the coolest surprises of watching Umbrella Academy, and I'm not a big fan of her music, but Mary J. Blige is in it. And growing up, I was a teenager in the 90s. I appreciate, and Mary J. Blige grew up just north of New York City. And the one thing you'll notice is you never, ever, ever see Mary J. Blige's forehead. In every picture, she always has bangs or hat, because Mary J. Blige has a gigantic fucking scar on her forehead that I don't know, and I guess to this day she hasn't fucking gotten plastic surgery on. Because I remember years and years and years and years ago, right before she got like really famous, did you ever have a channel called The Box? That it was sort of like you could rent. It was like, imagine MTV, right? But so it had played music videos, but you can call from your house. Now, of course, they charge you like $4. You can call from your house, and they would play music videos. You would call them up, and then so they played music videos, and they had like this little scrolling thing on the bottom of the screen, and it would be so if you wanted to see Insane Clown Posse certain video, you would call them up. You would type in that code. And then a couple minutes later, they would play Insane Clown Posse. So, that's just my example. And so I remember, and then part of that, they call it, they had a little mini show called Box Talks, where they would talk to like up and coming artists. And I remember them interviewing Mary J. Blige, and she had this gigantic fucking scar on her forehead. And it's funny, like now, as you've watched it, she's gotten famous, you'll never see Mary J. Blige's forehead. And I challenge anybody to find a picture of her forehead that isn't from really fucking far away or with a shadow on it or something like that. And so I mean, and of course you could probably put pancake makeup and cover it up, but if you notice, you'll never ever ever see her forehead. And so watch Umbrella Academy to see if you can see her forehead in anything. And she's in it a lot. There's like they have these hired killers. It's her and this big fat white guy that are hired killers, and they're looking for one of the particular children from the Umbrella Academy, and that's their whole job, is they're hunting this one kid down. The one thing I didn't like about Umbrella Academy, there's a character who's like a junkie, and he's like a rock and roll kind of guy, and yeah, he'll wear a dress because he's cool like that, and and he's a heroin addict, and I mean he's a drug addict in general, but I kind of didn't like the idea that like they made him cool, and they never they kind of showed sort of the problems he had with drugs, but I mean, being a person who's dealt with someone who's a fucking heroin junkie, and I've dealt with someone that was a fucking crackhead, and I've dealt with someone that was, who would crush up and snort pills and shit like that. I don't like how the show sort of makes him like a cool rock star kind of character, and it's not, and the whole thing is, yeah, he does suffer a little bit because of his drug problem, but I think it kind of sends this message like, oh yeah, you'll be all right. Yeah, you'll fuck up and do drugs, but then you later on everything, just say you're sorry and don't do drugs for like 3 days and everything will be all wonderful. And that's not the fucking case. And I kind of don't like. I wish the show had shown a little bit more realistic. Yeah, on a show where fucking one guy talks to dead people and another guy could throw a knife around the corner and hit his target, and the girl can influence people. But I mean, I just don't like that. A good chunk of the series is about that drug addict character, and you feel bad that he's a junkie, and yeah, he makes bad decisions and stuff like that, but he doesn't have, he never faces any real heavy duty okay. Then they had, Daniel Radcliffe is on this. I saw the pilot for the show called Miracle Workers, where they're people who, they work for heaven and they answer prayers and stuff like that. Right. If you ever get, it's going to be on TBS. If you get a chance, check it out. It's really cute. It reminds me of kind of like The Good Place, where it's sort of like weird that these shows are all coming out where they kind of deal with like sort of spiritual things, but they kind of make it like a comedy. Because then they're doing another one called Good Omens, which is going to have it's going to be on BBC. It's a bunch of British guys, and that's from a Neil Gaiman book. Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett Pratchett. Terry Pratchett, excuse me. And, like, I listened to the audiobook. I listened to, like, more than half, and it was good. I just never got around to finishing it. But, you know, it's about, like, angels on Earth, but, like, then, like, you know, the Antichrist is born, and it's absurd. It's a comedy. So, like, Good Omens, we already have The Good Place, and Miracle Workers, all sort of like these weird pseudo-religious, you know, and it's not like ramming fucking, you know, Christian mythology down your throat. It's sort of, it's having fun with it. It's using it as a framing device, which I thought is pretty cool. So if you get a chance to check out Miracle Workers, and the cool thing is Steve Buscemi plays God. Steve Buscemi plays like this, like a hippie kind of guy with long hair, and he's like but he's all stressed out because Earth isn't working out as good as he wanted it to, so he's like, I'm just gonna blow up the Earth and stuff like that. So that was there was a documentary on Netflix, Larry Charles's Dangerous World of Comedy, where he goes and he interviews all these comedians from around the world, and he interviews comedians like in the Middle East. He interviews comedians that who are serving members of the military, and guys, you know, who've been in war zones. And one guy was like, his whole fucking body was burnt up from an IED, but he's a comedian. You know, like, but the guy, like, he's missing a hand because his hand was fucking blown off, and his face, he has like no features on his face, but he's a comedian. It's an interesting series. I thought it was going to be more funny. It's more of a documentary, you know, and then the whole last episode is about like Africa and Nigeria, where like rape is still really prevalent, or at least for the past couple of years, it's been like really prevalent. And there's all these comedians where like rape jokes are still part of their fucking culture. Like, these are guys, you know, and it's sort of like, you know, in a world where things are kind of evolving, guys maybe shouldn't be fucking making rape jokes. But, you know, so it's more factual than funny. But I mean, if that's your kind of thing, I recommend checking it out. And then the last news, and even though it hasn't been officially confirmed, people are saying that Armie Hammer, and if the name doesn't ring a bell, he was in that recent remake of The Lone Ranger with, what's his face that played Tonto? Johnny Depp, where Johnny Depp played Tonto. So Armie Hammer was the guy who played the Lone Ranger in that. So I thought we were going to get it. I thought if we weren't going to go with Ben Affleck, I thought we were going to get a much younger, Batman. But, the Batman, Matt Reeves one, you know, the guy who made Planet of the Apes, and his Batman movie, it's been pretty much confirmed without officially being confirmed that Armie Hammer is going to be playing the next Batman. I'm not against it. People were photoshopping pictures of other actors, with the mask on. And I mentioned Daniel Radcliffe. And I'm like, imagine Daniel Radcliffe as fucking Batman, as Bruce Wayne. I mean, in a world where we had fucking Michael Keaton play fucking Batman, and Michael Keaton before the Batman movies he never played a character that was like agile or strong or with, you know, enough willpower to fucking be the Batman. I think in a world we could have a Daniel Radcliffe Batman. I'm not totally opposed to that. Or another one who I thought would be a good, the guy that played Magneto, Michael Fassbender. I could live in a world where Michael Fassbender plays Bruce, but that's just, you know, I mean, once again, this is totally just choosing a random fucking actor out of nowhere, you know. But as for Armie Hammer, I'm all for it. You know, I think years and years ago, what's his name? Peter Jackson was gonna do either I always get them confused. Peter Jackson or the guy who did Pan's Labyrinth. Why am I drawing a blank on it? Guillermo del Toro. They were going to do a Justice League movie, and Armie Hammer was going to play in that. So, I mean, you know, he's been on a lot of lists recently, so I'm not opposed. I guess that's it. That's all my news that I had brought to the table. Anything you want to add?
No, let's just get on out of here.
All right, let's wrap this up.
That's what she said.
Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net, where you can find all things show related. I have actually updated the site recently. I made sure I updated all the links, but from twostrangersonepodcast.net, you can find links to our iTunes page. If you have an iPhone, an iPad, or iPod, you can subscribe to us there. If you don't have an iPhone, an iPad, or iPod, you could follow the links off the twostrangersonepodcast.net and find links to our Stitcher, STITCHER, which is the app that I use to listen to my podcast. I put it on Listen Later and available offline. So while you're in a Wi-Fi spot, you download all the episodes that you can put on there. The limit's 100. I learned that the hard way. you have about 100 podcasts on your thing, and after 100, come on, you got to start deleting some of them. So when I'm out and about, I mean, now I work from home, so it's not like I really travel like I used to. But before I would just when I'm out in my car driving and stuff like that, I would listen to podcasts from the car. So you could go on the Stitcher app. That's STITCHER. The Stitcher app. Of course, you got Kevin Smith's Smodcast. You have This American Life and Adam Carolla and all those guys. And, of course, Paul's other baby, the Toonami Faithful podcast, all available on the Stitcher app. And, of course, you can go to our main hosting site and just go straight to the source and go to our SoundCloud. Just go to SoundCloud and search for Two Strangers One Podcast. I make sure all the episodes are available for download from the website. I'm sorry. I wanted to go see. I should have checked if we have mail, and so I'm doing that while I speak. We want your money. We need your money. And if Paul decides to set up the Patreon, maybe my next episode will actually have a Patreon set up. Oh wow, no Oscar mail. I thought, because Oscar had interacted with you on Facebook, I thought he was gonna write to us. So maybe we should go and harass him. But if you want to write to us, you can
maybe you should harass him.
You can write to us at twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com, all spelled out, twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com, like Oscar used to. Once again, we want your money, we need your money, but if you can't give us a dime, you could at least share and like our page on your Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast, all spelled out, where you can share this episode or share the entire page, let people know if this is what you're listening to. If you want to hear people talk about, voice actors touching each other, you can listen to that on our show. You can follow us on Twitter @Stranger Podcast, which is basically just a rehash of our Facebook page. You can find links to my eBay page. Check out my eBay page. Go to eBay and search for 2XLNYC as an extra large in New York City. And buy my stuff, goddammit, because, I need fucking money. They're going to shut off my electricity, goddammit. So I need your money. Give me your goddamn money. And also from Two Strangers Podcast and that, you can find links to our YouTube page, because anything that's not any of the podcasts that aren't available on SoundCloud have been transferred over to YouTube. So you can listen to fucking 6 years of podcasts on YouTube. Just search for youtube.com/twostrangerspodcast. You can on our YouTube page, you can listen to my audiobook, Out I See, A Tale from the Road. That's also on there. And now I'm uploading music that I've made. I mean, I had a link to that on my Facebook page, but no one fucking listened to it. So I started a second SoundCloud page, but this one I'm not paying for. I have 2 albums up there right now. I'm about to upload a third one, but since I have limited space, I have to delete the first one so I can upload the second one, the third one. So you can find links to all of that. Our YouTube page, just search for Two Strangers Will Podcast. And I think and you can buy my book. You can find the link on twostrangerspodcast.net. Buy my book. God damn it, I need money. Buy my book. Double jackpot.
So the point of that whole thing was Chris needs money.
I need money.
So
you could listen to a free audiobook, which is my second book, or you could buy my first one. Hopefully you'll listen to the second one. See that it's a good book and say, okay, you know what? He's such a good fucking talented writer. I'm going to buy a second book because he's funny and charming and witty and hilarious, and I love listening to him, and I want to support him, and I want him to keep his electricity on. So you can do that. You can find the links, and the whole last 5 minutes of the whole episode is a commercial for my book anyway, but do that also. And I acquiesce the floor to you.
Took you long enough. Let's see. So you can find me on Twitter @PaulPascrillo. You can email me, paulpascrillo@toonamifaithful.com. And, as usual, you can, if you're in the Toonami Discord, you can message me there @PaulPascrillo. So there it is.
All right. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers in One Podcast. We certainly hope you guys had as much fun listening as we did recording.
You did that.
I went back. I fucked that up. Yeah. We certainly hope. All right. Rewind. We hope you guys had as much fun listening as we did recording. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Paul.
Don't be a stranger.
Peace. We're out.
Bye. You should be fapping. These eBay deals are so good.
All right, here we go, man.
Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne smells good to me.
But
Look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia. It's Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea,
Yeah, it
man.
is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show, I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it, that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15, and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15 is not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I
and
will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.